What's on my eye? What is that? Okay. Hey, everybody. Um, just one moment, but welcome to the live stream. Hey, I ain't got a bra on, but hey. But hey, I'm just gonna go grab my water bottle. I'll be right back. All right. Good evening, everyone. Happy Tuesday night. Let me just go ahead. Hey, Jessica, I'm so glad you didn't miss the live. Yay! I'm gonna sit back so I'm not like incredibly like full in there. But hi. Yes, I am here. Yes, yes, I'm trying. I am trying and succeeding this week at showing up. But I hope everyone has had a great day. Um, and that your evening is going well. I'm doing well. How are you? How is everyone? Please, everyone, I hope you're having a great day. Thank you very much. This is actually from a woman that I met. Her name is Caroline Bennett, and she is a great artist. She has such a wonderful singing voice. She is an incredible poet, and I got to see her perform in Dayton last year at the Dayton Mall. And the shirt says "Be your own." I'm sorry, "Be your mark." And the symbol is like your thumbprint because it's unique, and we all have our unique mark to make on this planet. So it's a really awesome shirt and a really great brand. So yeah, I love this is one of my favorite sweaters. Oh, hi, Otherworldly. I'm sorry about that. How's Layla? Oh, she's doing great. Layla's doing great. She and I was together earlier this afternoon. She was at swim class and she loves it. And then she came home with me and we spent some time together. But right now she's at her dad's house. So, but Layla's doing. She's great. She's incredible. Just incredible. But hey, so let's talk about today's show. Um, First and foremost, let me just say that again, I love soap operas because they give you an opportunity to see relationships evolve and change throughout the years. And I was thinking about Sonny and Dante, and it's just amazing because Dante came on the show in the same way that Dex did, except that Dante worked for law enforcement and Dex is just hired security. As far as we know, Dex isn't related to anyone in town, though there is a lot of speculation and desire for him to be someone's child. I think last night somebody even said he could be AJ's son. That would be insane. But as we know so far, Dex isn't related to anyone in town. Not in the way that Dante was. Dante was Sonny's son with Olivia. He's working undercover, getting close to these people. He fell in love with Lulu, much like Dex has fallen in love with Lulu's cousin, Jocelyn. So there are so many parallels right now. And, Sonny shot Dante after finding out. Dante reneged with him being shot by Sonny. He had plenty of evidence to send Sonny to jail on that alone, but he insisted, no, we're going to go the Claudia Zacchara route. And of course, that didn't work. All these years later, after everything that has transpired between these men, where he was just calling him Sonny, and to hear Dante say, it's not about that, it's about father and son. Really enjoy how these two have grown over the years. It's like miraculous, and it's again why I so love soaps, and I'm so glad General Hospital has been on the air for as long as it has been 60 years. It's amazing because again, like Laura told Valentine the other day, life is full of surprises, and I really enjoy getting to see these characters grow and evolve with one another. So Dante and Sonny, Dante came over because he said he saw Rocco and him saw Nina in the lobby, and Rocco noticed that Nina was upset, and Dante wanted to come and check on his dad. He said, I don't want to pry, but Sonny was quick to open up to his eldest son. And I thought that was great. I enjoyed it, the conversation. And Dante, um, unlike Michael, but much like Christina, is very understanding of Sonny and is not judgmental. And even though I am upset with Sonny in some regards for him not taking accountability, what I can say is that I appreciate that that he does have people in his corner, family, his children, that do understand and that are allowing him to have this moment in his life. Like, yeah, he's Dante said, I understand. You said you've lost all understanding for Sunny. Well, at least Dante and Christina haven't. And they're willing to, I don't think Dante necessarily agrees with everything, but it's like, I'm here for you anyway. And we all need that, because sometimes we get to those points in life where some people really don't understand us, but we just need you to be there and support us through our phase of I don't understand you. And I really enjoyed those scenes. Dante was just trying to, be encouraging and say, hey, after all you guys been through and the way you guys came together, you think she's just going to walk away? Sunny's right to be on, to be on the fence about that. Just don't know. I'm about to get to that, I promise. But I really enjoyed their scenes. And again, I think I was more entertained, not by the conversation about Sunny and Nina, but by just the bond that Dante and Sunny have developed since he came on the screen all those years ago, and the animosity and the disdain that Dante had for Sunny. It's such a beautiful thing to see the growth. I love the growth and I'm here for it. So, yes, let us go to Jocelyn, Dex, and Michael. In my opinion, let me see. Yeah, but those are also the two kids who were kept from Sunny the most, so they want him in their lives because he wasn't before. Validoscope West, you are right. You are right. But at the same time, there's nothing wrong with that. If they want to love and accept their father and have a relationship with him that way, I mean, then I don't see anything wrong with it. But you are absolutely right, because Alexis did shield Christina from Sunny for so many years. They had a broken connection, and I mean that defined Christina's uh as a teenager and a young adult for many years. I think that's even what directly kind of led to the abuse that she suffered by Kiefer, because she was looking for something from a guy that she wasn't getting from Sunny. At least that's my perspective when it comes to Christina and Kiefer. I don't know. I have not seen those scenes in a really long time. They're his only adult biological children. You're right, because Morgan is out of the picture. And I mean, would you think, Krista, that that's a sentiment to like blood is thicker than water, since Michael isn't his legitimate child? Um, but they're not even thinking about Avery and Donna. Okay, so that we need to touch on that. So I was kind of thinking that Dex could have just shut his mouth. Michael didn't need to know that he was home. Like y'all could have just laid low and kept quiet. Not really. Donna's still a child. Yeah. So I just thought that he didn't have to answer the door. However, hopefully this just means that we're really getting some movement here. So Dex went ahead and he opened the door, let Michael in. He saw Jocelyn there. Jocelyn knows that he's working for Michael, and Michael knows that they're together now. At least that's out in the open. Now, I Michael, if I was Michael, I would have stuck to my guns. He's done this several times where he has said, oh, the job is over. The job is over. Dude, let me see. I say they could have just let Michael and Josh just cut him out of their life. This vendetta is ridiculous. Yeah, especially on Jocelyn's end. Even though she has those feelings about Sunny, like, you don't need to be a part of this. You don't need to be a part of this. But Michael, you should have just stuck to your guns and just said, this is over. This is over. This is just too messy now. Hi, Sharon. And just been like, you know what, Dex, if you want to go after Sonny by yourself, by all means. But this is over. Y'all are just a mess right now. You over here sleeping with my sister, and you lying to me. I told you to stay away from her. Sonny wants you to stay away from her. You're compromising this entire thing. So for me, Michael should have just walked away. Another point. Michael is absolutely right with why he didn't want Jocelyn involved and why he should have fired Dex, because he's sitting there talking about, oh, this is personal. Bro, don't bring your personal should not affect our business. I don't get you. Look, you can have your personal, but you're fired. You feel me? You can have your personal, but when your personal crosses over into the job, affecting you on the job, then you are off the damn job. You should have fired his ass. I don't give a damn. Like, what? What is this? That is not professional at all. You sitting there dating the boss's sister, and then the former stepchild of the man you taking down. That's messy as hell, and you wrong for that. You ain't professional. Your ass should have been fired. I don't care. I don't like Dex like the rest of y'all do. I would have fired his ass. Would have been sweeping up at Charlie's in front of daggone Christina. Yes, immediately. Jocelyn has always hated Sonny on some level for years, long before Carly remarried him. I think it has something to do with her father, Jax, which, But anyhow, that's how I feel about it. You should have fired Dex on the spot. No questions asked. He deliberately violated what you told him to do, as period. And been like, okay, you can date my sister, but you can't work for me. Period. Period. And then Michael is absolutely right about Jocelyn being involved. Jocelyn, you have no business in the middle of this business. No business in the middle of it. Yeah, I don't like Dex. Very unprofessional. Jocelyn is too emotional. This is not her realm of expertise. Carly can get emotional, but usually when Sonny is discussing business, Carly will leave. Carly knows when to leave and be like, "All right, well, you're discussing business. Bye." The same thing with Sam, but both Sam and Carly, they were, they were able to get to it. It was like that at first, where especially when Sam was pregnant, where she'd be like, "Oh, you're discussing business. Okay, let me go upstairs. Let me make myself scarce." Same thing with Carly, but as they grew into each other, the couples, they would begin to share things with one another. Jocelyn is just not there. She don't have the emotional. Hey, David. She does not have the emotional stamina. The girl looked like she was about to break down in tears all throughout that, and then just being too emotional. Like, but Dex, and but I want to take down Sunny too. You know how I feel about Sunny, Michael, and if you send him away, he's gonna die. Girl, no. Word of advice: keep if you want to be with him, keep your emotions and your relationship out of his business. I'm just saying. Just, girl, no. You, as soon as you realize that Michael was his boss, you should have been like, you know what, you two need to discuss your business. Babe, I'll talk to you later. Call me. I'll call you, text, whatever. Bye. And left. Johnson will probably end up shot for the first time. Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you, but I would love to see that. I would love to see Jocelyn shot. I don't even know why, but I would just love to see her shot because she deserves to be shot. Carly made a great point to her the other day when they were in the kitchen discussing things, and she said to Jocelyn, "You seen what it was like for me, living in this life. You grew up part of it with me living with Sonny in this life. So she needs a shot or a yes. So it's just she doesn't have the stamina, the thick skin required for this. I mean, it comes with time. You have to grow into it. We'll see how long she and Dex make it. But Michael, of course, he was just like, and he made a great point. This isn't about me trying to interfere and tell you who you can be in a relationship with, but You again, your personal is getting mixed up in business, bro. And don't let Sonny find out about this. Most of all, don't let Sonny find out about the fact that you trying to take him down. I mean, come on. Of course he's not going to hurt Jocelyn. And at the end all be all, he's not going to hurt Dex because Dex is important to Jocelyn. Even though Jocelyn isn't his stepchild, I don't think Sonny's going to end up killing Dex because he's got ties. So, she but just, like I said, Michael should have. Joss hasn't been shot, kidnapped, or put in a coma. Well, Jocelyn was kidnapped by Franco. She just doesn't remember it. She lacks integrity and grace like her brother. Some folks wouldn't say Michael has integrity these days. But anyway, Jocelyn doesn't need to be anywhere near this. She was just too emotional throughout that exchange. Then of course when Michael leaves, the two of them have a little powwow and they're sitting there saying, "Oh, we can't meet here, but we'll find someplace else to meet." General rule, if it's not safe for you to meet up at his place, then it's not safe for you to meet up anywhere. I'm just gonna say that for real. So what part of his life would be in danger if Sonny found out? Do you not understand? Like, if you love this man, if you care about him, he was about his business long before you came across him. Let him handle his business, girl. I mean, I understand the D is really really good, but what real relationship have you and Dex truly developed that you can't stay away from him? Hey, Patrice, Jocelyn is immature. Josh was in that shootout from Cyrus. Oh, word? I don't even remember that. Yes, he needs to worry about Willow. So, again, if it's not safe for you to meet up at his house, it's not safe for you to meet up anywhere. Y'all just need to table that. Y'all just need to be like, this needs to be put on hold until I get my job done. Then we could talk. But then I guess if she did that, she'd be way too nervous about it not working out at all. And it really wouldn't be soapy or messy or full of drama if they didn't sneak around. So, Whew, that was good. Okay. Michael has no integrity and grace either. Let me see. Christina needs to slap Michael and Johnson over this mess. Okay, and thank you for bringing that back up. Freddie had said it earlier, but Michael made a great point again that he says he claims. Now we don't know if this is really going to be true in the end, but he claims that he can handle the fallout and the anger and the backlash from Dante and Christina when they find out that he was involved with getting their father put behind bars. Please, they won't let Chrissy have a life. They had Sonny talk her out of her restaurant idea. They don't want Christina to be great. I don't understand. I don't is it the actress's personal choice not to be put on contract and have a story? Like maybe she just wants to be free and kind of show up every now and again. If it's the actress's choice, then I'm good with it. But the writers are missing such a wonderful opportunity by not giving Christina her own front burning story. That is my opinion. And I believe it is a very great opinion. Like I am so serious. Oh no, they need to bring her on the show. They're missing such a wonderful opportunity. She is such a vibrant character. At least that's how I view Christina. She's such a vibrant character with so much possibility. She is the most entertaining of the Davis girls. Out of all four of them, Christina Corinthos Davis is the most engaging and the most entertaining. And there's so much you could do with her. So much. Okay, we can hardly see Christina and Molly. Yeah, Lexi Ainsworth is in college and doing other projects. So going back to it, I'm sorry, Michael was also bringing up not only Dante Christina, but Avery and Donna. The backlash that she's going to have to face for putting Sonny behind bars. And that's another part of it. They keep saying that Sonny belongs behind bars, but you all are not thinking about not only the older children, but the young daughters. that you're trying to take their father away from them. And that's kind of, like, I understand Sonny does his thing, but so does everybody else in town, you feel me, do crimes and they get away with it. And that's why I like you all were saying, Michael needs to drop this vendetta and just live his life, because how would he feel if somebody was sitting there trying to put him behind bars and take him away from Wiley and Amelia? What the hell is that baby's name? I forget. But what if he was in Sonny's position and somebody was trying to put him behind bars and keep him away from his family? So no, just let bygones be bygones. Leave that man alone and mind your own business first and foremost. Just leave it alone. Stop it. Stop it. Just tell Dex, you know what? Drop the whole thing of trying to get Sonny. If you want to keep working for Sonny, then you go right ahead. You go right ahead and you keep working for Sonny if that's what you want to do. But I want no parts of it. I'm about to get married. I have 2 kids. I'm running my own business. I already got family drama with the Quartermains. That's the family I want to claim. And just be about that. I absolutely agree. He needs to just be about that, because he has Donna and Avery is going to be surrogate. You think Christina would be their surrogate? Oh, so does Molly have was it confirmed that Molly has issues getting pregnant, or do we think that's a possible storyline coming up? They don't do crime. Sonny should be ready to go to jail at any point. Michael has so much to look forward to, and he's still all over Sonny. Hey, Judy. Jason knew he could go to jail at any time. Yeah. I mean, Sonny, and of course, they're prepared for it. And I know Michael doesn't do crime, but say he gets caught up in some mess like Drew and Carly do. Drew and Carly really don't commit crimes like Sonny and Jason did, but they could go to jail for this. You know what I'm saying? Say Michael got caught up in something like that and someone was hanging it over his head saying, we about to send you to jail. He wouldn't like that at all. So he needs to be careful, because what goes around comes around. You know what I'm saying? Michael is mad at Sonny for messing up his marriage to Carly. Molly just wants to have a baby. We don't know if she has a problem or not. Yeah, we don't know yet. Hopefully, I hope that's not going to be a problem. Is Willow going to live? So, speaking of Michael needing to be more focused at home, Chase came by after Brooklyn and Willow had a talk with each other. Now he brings Willow some flowers, which is really sweet. And Willow is they're having their conversation, and Willow's being very kind, and then she of course starts pumping up Brooklyn and starts being that advocate for the Brooklyn and Chase to reconcile. And she's like, "Oh, you light up. I know you love her. You light up when you see her. I know, because you used to do that for me." And I'm like, "Girl, he still does that for you. Is it just me? It can't just be me. But is it? Because this man is still in love with Willow. Chase is still in love with Willow. He's a good man now. He's not going to sit there, he can't be in those feelings. But that man is still in love with Willow. All right, I'm sure he'll go ahead with Brooklyn. I'm sure he loves Brooklyn. There's nothing wrong with Brooklyn. There's nothing wrong with him, but that man is still in love with Willow. that's just that. Yeah, Willow's illness is being dragged out too long. Yeah, yes, I believe he likes Willow. He's just not pursuing it because Michael's in the picture. Absolutely. I mean, they were married, weren't they? They were married, and she was cheating on him with Michael. So, I mean, no way should he go back to that. No way. But that man, he still got it for Willow. But Chase is such a good man. At the end of the day, even though he got caught up in that mess with Austin, and I believe David brought that up in the comment section on yesterday's live stream, but he's still such a good guy. And what I'm proud of him is that he's not stuck in that, and that when he got done talking with Willow, and Willow's a good person too, because she does want to see him happy, that he got up and he went to go see Brooklyn, and he did the mature thing, because somebody said Brooklyn is such a Quartermain, so he did what he did what Brooklyn just can't seem to do right now, which is go and be like, I miss you. I miss us. I love your music. Your music, your music is great. Like, oh, Brooklyn, I just sometimes we need that person that can forgive us. It wasn't a real marriage like that. Willow married Chase because she thought it was deathbed. She wanted to tell him she was in love with Michael. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. I mean, you're right. You know, her heart was someplace else when she married him, but still, because of how I am when it comes to marriage, a marriage is a marriage. So, she knew what she knew before she married him, and I don't care. You know, I'm not with that. I'm gonna marry them because they on their deathbed type stuff. Mm-mm. You stick with the truth, okay? The truth stings for a moment, but a secret, a lie, is a long term condition. You know what I'm saying? So she should have let that man, if he was gonna die, die with the truth, die with the truth. So I don't like I understand. You absolutely right on that. But she gets no passes from me. She cheated. Brooklyn is selfish. But Chase is so sweet. Do at this point with what has transpired between Brooklyn and Chase, should they get back together? Should they be a couple? Does Brooklyn deserve Chase? Vice versa? Is there any other pairing for these two characters that you would like to see? Because I think the other day, especially, I was saying that I'm over it. Like I because I understand Brooklyn feels bad, but I don't think that, look, if Chase is gonna be with her, he's just gonna have to accept that this is who she is. Chase and Sasha. Chase and Sasha. Last week we were talking about Sasha and what is that guy's name? What is that guy's name? What is that wannabe Scorpio's name? I don't. What is his name? What is Mac's son's name? What? What is his name? Cody. I can't believe I forgot his name. Oh my bad. Yeah, I don't know what that was about. I don't wish Cody on nobody, including Mac. I agree with you. But yes, Chase and Sasha, they have chemistry. We'll see what happens, but to me, I just don't. It just, again, if Chase is going to be with Brooklyn, he's just going to have to accept that this is who she is, and you're just going to have to do a whole lot of forgiving, just because this. I don't feel like she's learned a lesson here. I really don't. You know what I mean? I just. So, moving on from that, let's go back to the Metro Court where we have Lucy and Maxie and Anna in the offices of Crimson. Like, no one can just come up the elevator and walk through those doors. I mean, did anybody think about locking the doors? So, Lucy Coe, Troy and Gabriella, to remind myself that Austin is family to the Q's. Cody is Mac's son, and he lied about the paternity. He sure did. He sure did. And he still don't want to, fess up. And I'm just like, how are you really a Scorpio by DNA? Are you sure you're a Scorpio? So, has been there since he confessed he was afraid to die. Okay. Okay, so we going with chemistry. So how do we feel about Lucy? I mean, again, I think I mentioned this yesterday, but a lot of people were saying that Lucy wouldn't be Lucy if she didn't do something crazy, if she wasn't trying to do something in trouble. Some people said, they were wondering when she was going to sit there and leave the safe house and go back and to town and stuff like that. The disguise was ridiculous. Lucy is just fun. Yes. Yes, Lucy is Lucy, and she wouldn't be who she is if she didn't do what she did. You know what I mean? Lucy is one note. Her character needs to grow. I mean, after all these years, Lucy should have been left in the cave or whatever. What I will say is that the nurse's ball isn't more important than people's lives. I feel that Lucy plot of escaping was so fun, a little unrealistic, but the text at the end of the episode were funny. Lucy is nuts. So I think there's a balance here. We feel like Lucy is the nurse's ball. Well, for me, it's like Lucy is the nurse's ball is not more important than people's lives here. Like Like, seriously, girl, what the hell are you doing? But on the other side, it brought entertainment. It brought a lighthearted mood to the episode. Um, it was funny for some people. Lucy was doing way too much. Maxie shouldn't have to deal with her ego over the nurse's ball. And I did feel bad for Maxie on that standpoint because very selfish. Very selfish. Because I think Lucy is having a very selfish perspective. She keeps, saying the nurse's ball is so important and so important, and it's got to be like this, and it's got to be like that. And it's like, girl, you're not the only one who can do it, and someone can come along and do it better than you. And other people should have an opportunity to do it if they want to do it. You're not the end all be all. I'm not sure when she'll realize it. I'm kind of hoping that Maxie will pretend to be doing what Lucy wants her to do, and really just incorporate some of the stuff, but really make it her own. You know what I mean? But again, Lucy, I understand. I'm glad that it was lighthearted and people found it funny. It was kind of funny at the end with the text messages. I felt bad for Maxie because her phone was just going completely off the hook, and she had to call Bobby on a landline because Lucy was just harassing her. Girl, I have a block option on my phone. You need to get one. You need to get one. But she is being so short-sighted and incredibly selfish, and it makes it seem like the nurse's ball isn't about what it's for. She even was like, oh, but it's the nurse's ball, it's done so much for Robin. It's even no, no, honey, it's she's to me, she's not even connected with what the nurse's ball is supposed to be at this point. She's just upset that she's not the one being able to run it herself, because I guess it's just that important to her, and that's really something really big that she still, has. But again, we'll just have to see how this plays out. I think again, we need these lighthearted scenes because sometimes the soap can be very heavy. So I appreciate that Maxie went along with Anna to go ahead and say, "Yep, I'll do what you want. I'll follow it to a T in order to get Lucy out of there." Because, girl, again, the nurse's ball isn't more important than lives being at stake. Like, child, have a seat. Like, have several damn seats. I just, ugh. So we have Valentine, who's still on the bridge with Drew and Carly. It wasn't that heavy for Lucy's mess, though. Yeah. Lucy tries to be in the spotlight and be in the center of attention. That's really what it is. It has nothing to do with the nurse's ball personally or the cause of the nurse's ball. It's not like you're some specialty that is absolutely required for people to get help when it comes to AIDS and HIV research and funding. So that's where she's completely lost me at, because, girl, you're not, it's not about the cause anymore. It's just about you wanting to be the one to throw a party. And you could throw a party any day of the year. It doesn't, you could throw any kind of party. Shoot, you can come back from the dead and be like, you know what? Y'all went to that nurse's ball, but let's have another nurse's ball that I put on. You know what I'm saying, girl? Like, sit down. Like, like that could be the only nurse's ball to ever happen in 1 year. You can do whatever the hell you want. You Lucy Cole. Don't you got money? So, what do we think about Drew involving himself in the plot to take down Victor? I'm not surprised, of course, but it was just kind of funny that he was like, you guys need somebody with military training. Like, weren't you involved with trying to, with some plot with Victor before with your military training, and that still didn't help the situation? I'm sorry, but your brother Jason gets more results than you do. I'm just gonna. Lucy started on the show in 1986 as a mousy librarian. Maybe the librarian look was to pay tribute to that then, because I didn't know that. Go away, Drew. And I was laughing, Drew Fist. I was laughing, and I think David, you're the one who said this, that Cameron Matheson only plays one character. It was either David or JJ, because I was reading my comments and they were like, Cameron Matheson only plays one character. And and again, I still see Ryan Lavery. Like, I don't see Drew Kane. I see Ryan Lavery. But it's okay because Drew didn't have much of a personality when he was being played by Billy Miller anyway. Lucy cared about the nurse's ball more than her life. Just a fool, Lucy. They're scared of Victor. Victor can't get the baby away from Esme. So we'll see if Drew really impacts this investigation in a meaningful way. I'm just, I feel like it's all going to be a mess, honey, but we are here for the mess, aren't we? Especially with Holly returning, Tracy returning. Valentine laid all of it out on the table, gave them all the tea. Carly is, of course, she didn't say anything. Drew made his choice, and she's just like, go and do what you do, but please come home. I understand her I think it's good. It creates drama and story. I do think Drew is still a ticking time bomb because of his programming. Okay. I think it's cool. And hopefully, again, like we were saying yesterday, that it's going to lead to a wrap up with all of this. We really want this wrapped up as much as possible. and to get the story, moving, to just keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? So uh Carly, I understand her. Billy's Drew was more together. Willow was better matched with Chase. Michael is out of her league. Out of her league as far as you think she isn't, like, she's not qualified to be with Michael, meaning. But like I was saying, Carly, I understand your concerns, but like, girl, he can't stop making these people make promises that they're not even sure they could keep. uh you just dating these men that can always be taken from you, but at the same time it can happen to anybody. So uh yeah, oh well. Oh well. Carly has to be in every story plot in the same way Nina has to be in everyone else's business, just saying. So what stories is, well, I is it because she's was so connected to everybody? Is that it? Because I mean, Drew and his memory keep me confused. Do you remember your past or not? How do you remember your Navy SEAL training or not? Yes, that's something that they still haven't addressed since the recast, because Billy Miller's Drew only had Jason's memories. This Drew seems to either have all of his memories, or he's operating off of information that he researched about himself in paperwork, or they never really said if he, got all of his memories back. You know what I mean? It's kind of I wouldn't say, I don't know, weird, but I won't put press into it too much, but that is a very good question. I think they're playing. He organically got his memories back. Every time I see Carly and Drew kissing or in bed, I just see brother and sister kissing cousins. All I see them is two best friends. Thinks Drew thinks he's doing a Hallmark. Okay. Okay. So it's just second nature. I'm wondering, if there was no Wiley, would there be no Michael and Willow? I don't know, because Michael and Willow connected. They connected over their grief, because if it's my understanding, um, Michael and Willow had feelings for each other even before Michael knew that Wiley was alive, and before Willow thought her baby was. Well, hold on, but just if it's my understanding, the two of them had feelings before they realized how they were connected through the children. Drew know people don't stay dead. If Jason come back, Carly's going to be all over that. Willow should have stayed with Chase. I don't think so. No, I don't think so. Michael and Willow connected during grief counseling. Yes. Yes. I don't think that Chase and Willow should have stayed together, before because she was into Michael before Chase. Like, Chase was kind of like that third wheel without realizing it for a very long time. And Willow, she did come to love Chase. Absolutely she did. It wasn't until Wiley, the custody of Wiley and his well-being was in question, that he purposely sabotaged his relationship with Willow to do what was best for the child. He screwed himself over in that way. He really did. And if I was him, I would be kicking myself for the rest of my life. But even now, I know it's been a while since that happened, but seeing how everything has played out, do you think Chase did the right thing by hey Deborah did the right thing, or are you like, bro, you would still be with Willow if you hadn't have done that? I don't know. But I believe that was everything that happened in today's episode, if I'm correct. If I'm correct. And I thank you all so much for joining me for tonight's live stream. Um, Honestly, I have plans the rest of this week. Wednesday, I have Zumba and possibly an open mic, and then Thursday, Bible study, and then Layla's staying the night Thursday night. I might do a live stream Thursday night, but if you don't see me for the next 3 days, then I will be back on Sunday. I just don't want to you know, overextend myself. I just want to make sure. But if I'm not back on Thursday, then I will definitely be back Sunday to discuss the remaining episodes for this week. And I hope everyone has a great rest of your week. Okay. And just be on the lookout because I am working on some things for the channel. And I hope you enjoy what I put out. But be safe. I love you all so much. Have a great night. Bye.